So I was just on Tinder and I was swiping left, swiping left, swiping left. And then I came across this guy who was quite good looking, but he had really shit pictures. So I was going through his pictures, thinking, should I swipe left? Should I swipe right? Like, I wasn't sure. But then I thought, I have nothing to lose. So I swiped right and it said, it's a match. Then he messaged me, we chatted for a bit, but then I stopped speaking to him because I met somebody else. But he kept sending me these messages like, I know people think you're outgoing, but deep down you're really shy, and lame stuff like that. I never replied to it. And later I unmatched him because I just thought he was weird. A few weeks later, I was just going to the gym and I see this guy in a convertible BMW listening to really loud music, such a type. I carried on walking. A few minutes later, I hear, "Hey, are you from Tinder?" And it's this guy in the car and I thought, this is so embarrassing. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you're into art, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. And I'm trying to think, who is this guy? And he was like, don't you remember me? And I was like, yeah, I remember you. And then he said, I'll message you. And I said, okay. And then I remembered, it's this guy from Tinder who I unmatched. So I thought, okay, he's not gonna message me, good. Then a few weeks later, I was just coming back from the gym and I see this guy across the street and I'm thinking he will probably talk to me, he's such a type. And he said, hey, you're from Tinder, right? He said, don't you remember me? And I realized it's this guy from the car and I thought, this is so weird. And he said, the universe wanted us to meet. And he wouldn't let me go, so I had to give him my phone number. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna be open for love. So I agreed to go out with him. We met for a drink and it was actually quite fun, but he was wearing Roberto Cavalli shorts. Then he said, let's go for a walk. And I said, okay. Then he said, let's go to this pub. So we got another drink. And then he said, let's go to this private garden. And the next thing, we are standing in front of his building. And I said, no. And he said, come on. Okay, there was actually a garden in his building. So we sat there just talking and laughing. Then he said, I need to go to the toilet. And I said, okay, go, I will wait for you. But he said, come with me. And the next thing, we are standing in front of his flat. And I said, no. And he said, come on. He was really touchy-feely and he wanted to sit next to me. And I was scared he will want to kiss me. And he tried to kiss me. And I said, no, I don't want to kiss you. But he still tried. And then he said, let's go lie down on the bed. Oh my God, he was so annoying and I was a bit tipsy. So I said, I'm going home. And after that, I felt so weird. He planned the whole thing. He thought I would come to his flat and have sex with him. Whatever.